All right, Ken, you want to start us off?
Cool, good to see you. Ken Kreitzer, SAL Radio. Saw a lot of pass plays out there in practice, the scrimmage today. Tell us how it went for you.
So I think the offense did a really good job today, especially during the passing plays. Something we're trying to incorporate more into our offense. We had a lot of success last year with it. So just something that we're looking to take advantage of during this 2022 season.
And you had a couple of quarterbacks out there working. Jamel, Chad, Tyre was out there. A couple of young players. Elon Mitchell had a touchdown. Was that to you? I forgot who caught that pass.
No, it was not to me. I think it was to Tyler Brennan, I believe.
Okay, good. But how have the quarterbacks looked so far?
The quarterbacks are doing a great job. A lot of young guys in that room, but it's a very talented and competitive room to be in. And I think they're all doing a fantastic job. Just everyone's coaching each other and helping each other out. And, I'm excited to see everyone contribute in the fall.
And maybe just take us through some of the highlights of your 2 years. You've been out on the field. I've got about 8 catches so far. What have been some of the highlights?
Just playing in big games, playing against Navy, Air Force, playing the 2 bowl games against West Virginia and Missouri. It's just been an awesome experience playing with these guys. I wouldn't want to be a part of any other team, and just the culture here is, different than anywhere else in the country.
And how does that experience playing big games over 2 years set a foundation for you for this season?
It helps me build a little more confidence going into my senior year now, knowing that I've been on that stage, been in big games and big situations. I look forward to carrying that with me through the season and helping the team just succeed.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cole, Ken McMillan with the Times Herald Record. How do you feel like your camp's going so far for you personally?
I think it's going well. So I'm actually playing a new position now, Slotback, and just learning the new position's been, a little bit of a journey so far, but I'm learning the offense a lot better, and I'm embracing my role and doing whatever I can do to help the team win.
What do you like about this role?
Definitely more involved, being a slotback, just going in motion, being able to get my hands on the ball a little more. I think that's very exciting and something that, I'm looking forward to, especially in the fall.
Was this your idea or coach's idea?
It was coach's idea, and, I was fully committed to whatever I could do to help the team, and whatever role the coaches thought I should play, I'm ready to do that and ready to give my all at it. So.
Have you played a similar role, like maybe in high school football?
Not so much in high school. I just played wide receiver, but, going back to middle school days, I played a little running back. So I kind of see a little bit of a resemblance there. And at the end of the day, it's just being a football player. So.
Cole, I think, people are so familiar with Army's rushing attack here. And it seems like I don't think the coaches are taking a different approach, but they're engaging more in the passing game. Last year was a clear indication of that. How exciting is that to have a dual threat versus, just run?
Oh, it's awesome. Just being able to keep the defense on their toes and, have success in the passing game. I think we have a lot of talented receivers and slotbacks who can get out in space and, catch the ball for big plays. And just having that element in our offense really makes us a lot more dangerous and a lot more successful.
As a slot back, you have an opportunity to run the ball more than just catching. Tell me about that dynamic added to your game, because you're so used to going out for passes and of course blocking, but to be able to run the ball a bit. How exciting is that for you?
It's really exciting. It's another great opportunity for me to get the ball in space and be able to make some guys miss, and I'm just really excited about it. Being a receiver here for the last 2 years, or 3 years, excuse me, just catching the ball, it's a little bit different now, being able to catch a pitch and being able to read some blocks and make some plays with the ball in my hands.
What are your reflections of last season and, what Army was able to accomplish?
Just being a part of that team, seniors, just a very special group. And, I think we had a lot of success, winning against Missouri in our bowl game. Unfortunately, as you know, we didn't get the job done against Navy, something that little revenge in our mouth and ready to get at it next year. But just having the season and being able to see those seniors lead us was definitely a privilege.
Do you feel like there's a real positive attitude on this team going into next season?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of momentum that we're looking to build on, and ready to just come together and play our hearts out. Just especially coming off from last year, the CIC's here, but we want Army's name on it, so that's definitely a little bit of motivation for this coming season.
And then just personally, you've been now through 3 years here at West Point and going into the final one. What are your thoughts about the first 3 years here at the Point, and what's your emotion going into your final year?
It's flown by. When you get here as a freshman, the days are long. You got to get in the playbook, learn the system and everything. But in the blink of an eye, I'm already here now, going into my last year here. So just cherishing every day and making the most of it, and just trying to get better and help this team win.
Let me just ask you one more about the positions on the team right now. I know you're playing slot back, but any reflections on what you've seen out of the wide receiver core or the slot back core so far? Any names of people that are doing something good out there?
Well, so there's a lot of young guys. Miles Stewart at slot, Tyler Brennan at receiver. You got Isaiah Gavin, Cam Schur, Casey Reynolds. Definitely a lot of guys with potential, and they're doing a great job this spring. Learning, getting in the playbook, making plays out there on the field, and I'm just excited for them to develop and grow and help this team win in the fall.
Thanks, Cole.
Thank you.
Hey, Cole, Joe Iacono with GoBlackKnights.com. As you've transitioned now, or begun the transition from wide receiver to slot back, what would you say has been your biggest challenge in changing positions?
Probably the biggest challenge is just learning all the different assignments that come with the position, the different motions. And but with that being said, I've also been able to learn the offense a lot more and see all the different moving pieces and how it comes together to, help us make us so successful and so unique running the triple option. So just the different, just my different job assignments and not getting confused with being a receiver.
Right. Can you, along those lines, can you talk to a little bit about the fact, I know as a wide receiver at Army, you do a ton of blocking. So it's not like the blocking at the slot back position is new for you, but the personnel you have to block, the schemes, and the fact that you're kind of in the interior a lot more. What's that change been like as opposed to maybe blocking a corner man-to-man or something like that? Yeah,
definitely. As a slot back, you get to get your pads on some of the bigger guys in the box, some linebackers, some safeties, and it just comes back to fundamentals, something that coach always preaches about. Just having good pad levels, staying low, keeping your feet moving, and just all those concepts are just applied even at a receiver. So it's the same thing, just playing with good fundamentals and getting the job done.
And, today was first day of full pads, I guess. What was that like, getting to go live and kind of smash a little bit there in the interior? What was the energy like in practice today with full pads?
Oh, the energy was at a, all-time high. Definitely the highest it's been this spring. Guys were excited, flying around, hitting each other. And, I'm definitely – there's a lot of potential moving into the season. A lot of guys, very violent, very physical. And, we're just looking forward to playing like that on both sides of the ball.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cole, just to follow, going to a new position like this, I think back to Wilson Cato last season, switching over in his final year. Do you draw any inspiration from, Wilson as far as making this transition late in your college career?
Yeah, Wilson's a great guy. He always had a positive attitude, especially after he changed positions, and just embrace his role. And that's what it always comes down to. Coach Muckin always preaches, just whatever you can do to help the team. It's not about you, it's about the team. And I've kind of adopted that same mindset. And, it's not about me. It's about what can I do to help best serve the team. And if that's at slot back, then, I'm all for it and ready to just give my all at it.
Is there any other position that you would have liked to have tried here during your career?
I don't really see myself playing on the defensive side of the ball. So, definitely being able to play slot back, though, that was always something that crossed my mind, watching Army play before I committed here, and, now playing it, it's kind of a little bit surreal, and, just I'm excited about, getting the ball in my hands a little more, especially on pitches and whatnot. So that's definitely something that I'm excited about.
Maybe you want to answer this or not, but who was your favorite slot back last year?
Oof. A lot of good guys in that room.
Was there someone that you can sort of like emulate, just because of like your body size and your skill level? Was there one slot back that said, hey, if I can be like him?
Everyone in that room was just had their own strengths and weaknesses, all great guys, AJ Howard, T-Rob, who's still with us now, Ajon Marshall, all those guys are just willing to help out in any way possible. Whatever they do well, they help me do it. And, some of the things I do better, I can help them. And at the end of the day, everyone's just trying to get each other better. It's not really, we're definitely competitive, but at the end of the day, everyone's got to help this team win. So just building on strengths and weaknesses is really something that I found in my transition to the slot back room.
Is there a returning slot back that's really helping you out?
All of them are really. T-Rob, Ajon Marshall, Tyler Brennan. They're all just helping me learn the system more, especially with all the plays going in motion. Really just giving me some teaching points and helping me with my fundamentals.
No one kind of said anything.
As a slot back, you're interacting with the other backs, quarterback in the backfield, and obviously your offensive line. How is it being sensitive to what the players around you are doing on the line and in the backfield?
Definitely, being closer in proximity to them. It's really critical that I take the right pass, as certain plays blocking different safeties, different linebackers. Just being cognizant about the tracks of the line and B-backs and all that. That's something that I'm still learning and still getting comfortable with.
Absolutely. And just tell us a little bit about your decision to come up from Florida to West Point.
Yeah, so I came to the campus my senior year, and I fell in love with it. Just everything that this place had to offer, with the opportunities of not only serving my country, but after West Point and after the Army, and just something that I wanted to take, and definitely a challenge that I wanted to embrace and inspire other people from my community and from my high school.
How have you handled the military side, the military training? Also, what's your academic major direction?
So I'm a business management major. I love the BSNL department. Great instructors who really not only focus on your academic development, but your development as a leader and as a future military officer. And with the military training, it's something that I enjoy, something that I embrace. Training in the summers, waking up early, getting sweaty, putting all the equipment on. It's something that we all signed up to do. So
that's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.